Happy Saturday, Firewall. We have a two-parter coming at you today. What we got for you, kicking off some strength here with an EMOM style. It's an every minute on the minute for 16 minutes. Okay, you have 4 movements. That means we're gonna be rotating through 4 times. All right, so you have minute 1, you have 5 per leg of a rear foot elevated split squat, or known as our Bulgarian split squat. Then you've got minute 2, you have 20 seconds per arm of a dumbbell overhead hold. Then minute 3, you have 5 per leg of a single leg RDL. And then your last minute, minute 4, you have 20 seconds per side of a suitcase hold. So it's gonna rotate through pretty quickly. So you just wanna make sure you have a weight that you can get all this stuff done within that minute, and you're not kind of taking too long setting up at each station. If you want to go no weight on these, okay, or at least the elevated split squats, okay, you just want to work on your balance, but you still want to elevate that foot, go for it, all right? But what we got for you, for those 5 each leg of that rear foot elevated split squat in the first minute, okay, you are setting up that foot super fast, getting that front foot out, so you're in a good lunge position. You can comfortably get a nice tall chest, and you feel that weight in your front heel when you drive up. You want to stand up all the way, make sure you're locking out those hips, and you're traveling back down to the bottom position. All right. If you'd like to add a weight, you can have a dumbbell to your side. So once you set up, you can just pick it right up, put it in the front rack position, keep your core tight, notice that the chest doesn't fall forward. So if you are choosing that weight, you should be able to get in that rear foot elevated split squat position fast, get in that front rack, get 5 on one side, switch 5 to the other. And remember, you have to get that done in the minute, because it is an EMOM, because we're moving on to the next movement, so make sure you are picking the right weight. If you're not doing the elevated portion, remember you can just do a regular split lunge, so that's just with that foot back behind you, driving that knee to the ground, so you're in that same lunge position, okay, you're just not elevating the back foot. So if you find yourself having trouble getting that foot up, you're too slow getting up there, I would just switch to that rear foot elevated position, or sorry, the regular lunge position with your foot not elevated. After we get 5 per leg there, the minute's done, we're moving on. You have 20 seconds per arm of a dumbbell overhead hold. So this is going to be about 45 seconds max, because it's 20 seconds each side, and give yourself a little 5-second transition here. But you're looking at your feet underneath your hips. You're getting that dumbbell overhead, so we've got to either strict press or snatch that weight up. Okay, but all you're doing is hanging out. You're holding that dumbbell over the shoulder, core super tight, butt squeezing, making sure that dumbbell is directly over our body, not over behind us or on the front or to the side, but we're looking to squeeze our core the whole time with the bicep next to our ear. So again, it's 20 seconds there on one side, then you can switch to the other side and get 20 seconds over there. Minute 3, 5 per leg of a single leg RDL. So this is another thing where you can choose to do no weight and focus on your balance, but you have one leg on the ground that has a soft bend in that knee. The other leg is kicking out behind you as that tall chest falls forward with a tight core and a flat back. So if you're using a weight, you can hold it in the right hand or the left hand, whichever hand's on that leg that is on the ground, or holding the opposite, whichever feels better for you, okay, to control yourself down with a tight core and flat back, and then bring yourself back up, maintaining that tight core and that flat back. All right, so it's 5 per leg. He did it with a weight there. If you don't want to use a weight, that's going to help you move faster and a little bit have more stability. Go with that and just act like you have a weight in both hands, lowering both shoulders together. All right, pick one that you can maintain the flat back the entire time. Then the last minute, you have 20 seconds per side of that suitcase carry. So think of this as our farmer's carry, but with one dumbbell. So only one hand has the weight. So you're trying not to lean towards that side or away from it. You want to stay straight up and down. So Bucky's going to have a nice tight core. He's going to squeeze his butt, and he'll even have a slight shrug with both shoulders. So even though one shoulder doesn't have the weight, you still want to have a slight shrug in both shoulders there, making them work. And again, you're just holding it there for 20 seconds, switching arms, and then holding 20 seconds on the other side. All right, so this one, if you have maybe a heavier weight, okay, maybe use something a little heavier than the RDLs and then the split squats, just to make it a little challenging for that 20 seconds. Once we get through that EMOM, again, once you get through 4 times that, we are moving on for our 4-time workout, which is 24 alternating dumbbell hang power cleans. Then you have a 200-meter run, then 20 alternating dumbbell hang power cleans, then a 400-meter run, then 16 alternating dumbbell hanging power cleans, and an 800-meter run. Your goal is to be under 10 minutes on this, but it has a cap of 15. All right, so kicking this off, we have 24 alternating dumbbell hanging power cleans, where Bucky's gonna have his feet underneath his shoulders. The dumbbell, he's gonna have to deadlift it up with that nice flat back. This is from the hang, so this means that we are not going back to the floor for these reps. He is going through the hips with it, so thinking about using those hips to pop the weight up to that front rack position. So notice how when he hinges back with a tall chest, he's popping the hips, and as soon as he reaches that tall extended position, he's then re-dipping underneath the weight with a fast elbow driving in front. So he's just catching in that quarter squat and then standing right back up. And it's alternating. So once you get it on the right arm, you finish that power clean, you are then switching, handing it off to the other arm, back through the hips, and then getting that power clean on the other side. So once you get 24 there, okay, 12 each side, you have 200-meter run. So you're running off, okay, this should be give or take right around a minute. So make sure you are sprinting it, going fast. If you're not doing that, you can spend a minute doing a bear crawl. You can do it doing jumping jacks, or maybe 30 seconds of butt kickers and 30 seconds of high knees. Okay, whatever scaling option you've been sticking with. Then, once you get back, you just have 20 alternating dumbbell hang power cleans, 10 each side, which are going over. Then we've got a 400-meter run, which should be give or take 2 minutes. Then 16 alternating dumbbell hang power cleans, and then you finish with a nice 800-meter run, which will be right around 4 minutes. All right, so whatever you have for those modifications on the running, okay, if you're not running, okay, remember it's 1 minute of work for the 200, 2 minutes of work for the 400, and then 4 minutes of work for the 800, doing bear crawls, stair climbs, butt kickers, high knees, whatever you're switching them out for. All right, but have fun with this one. Good luck.